A very good morning, my dear students. So here is the lecture number 7 of General Organic Chemistry, and I hope you have watched the previous video properly. In that we have discussed about the nomenclature of polyfunctional compound, which is having more functional group, okay, more secondary suffix. So in that case, how to name it? So we have done. Okay, one important like not with respect to CBSE, with respect to like competition exam. I'm just telling one video I will share with you, in which we will do the all nomenclature of aspiro, bicyclo, and some extra topics. We will understand about the degree of unsaturation and how it helps in isomerism. So that for that I will give you another link, another video for that. So today we are going to understand about the nomenclature of aromatic compound, and that will be end of the nomenclature, okay, and then we'll start the isomerism, another important topic of this chapter. So let's start as usual with a quote, and this time the quote is, there is no elevator of success, you have to take stairs. So it's so well defined sentence. I don't need to describe much more over this. There is no shortcut. Simple way में can say that there is no shortcut of success. Success लेने के लिए पहले आपको stairs यानी कि धीरे धीरे you have to cover the path, you have to travel all along. So then only you will get the success. So just believe this in this line and work for that. So let's start with the nomenclature of aromatic compound. Nomenclature of aromatic compound. What is this aromatic compound? First you should know this. So here I'm just going to tell you about this aromatic compound. That means in the starting only I have explained there is the two things, that means Huckel's rule. This is Huckel's rule, and next was that conjugation. If the conjugation of bond is there, then it will be aromatic compound. But there is a detailed video for this aromaticity, that when the compound will be aromatic and when not. So that we will do in the next series. So right now for the nomenclature you have to understand that aromatic compound, I'm going to represent the compound which is having a benzene ring, okay. If the compound is having a benzene ring, we will consider it as a aromatic for just for now, and we'll name it. How to name it? Other aromatic compounds are also there. So when they will be aromatic, when they will not be non-aromatic, when they will be not aromatic, so that we will understand in the next video, okay. So here are a few compounds I have given you. This is in 4 slides, so don't worry about that. You don't have to learn all the 4 slides. Important slides, important name I'm going to mark, that you have to know in class 11th. At least these things you have to know in the class 11. Class 12 we will know few more, okay. So the first one I'm going to tell you about, that the benzene we have done. Previous slide I have said that this is benzene, okay. So in this case, if we talk about, this is having 3 pi bond over here in the conjugation, matlab 1 double, 1 single, double single, double single, like this. Then in this case, all the 6 position here, the first position, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, all the 6 carbon जो है 6 position, they all are same, ठीक है. Be very careful, they all are same. अभी इस कार्बन पे आप चाहे यहाँ पे कोई ग्रुप लगाओ, या यहाँ कोई ग्रुप लगाओ, या यहाँ कोई ग्रुप लगाओ, all will be considered as same. But if there is any group placed on that benzene ring, then the rest 5 position will be changed. Got it? Then all the 5 position will not be considered as same. If any group is attached on the benzene ring, any group, it can be anything attached on the benzene ring, then all the rest 5 position will not be same. So they will be divided into 3 parts. One is called ortho, next is para, and third is meta. When it is ortho, whatever the group is placed over there, just adjacent carbon, just adjacent. Yes, this is also adjacent and this is also adjacent. So these two position will be considered as ortho, okay. Next, if I'm talking about exactly जो सामने होंगे, उस ग्रुप के ठीक सामने जो होगा position, that will be mentioned as para, and the one alternate, या जो left बच गए, जो rest हो गए, बच गए position, या you can say that the ortho and para के बीच का जो position बचा, or you can say that the group से alternate एक छोड़कर जो अगला position होगा, that will be considered as meta. So got it? So there will be in any compound, in any benzene derivative compound, benzene derivative मतलब benzene के एक H को हटा के कोई group लगा दिया गया, got it? Any group is there in place of hydrogen, then that will be considered as benzene derivative. So benzene derivative will have 3 position. In that, the 2 will be considered as ortho, which is exactly adjacent to the group. Then 2 will be meta, which is one alternate to that group, and 1 will be para. 1 will be para only, which is exactly front of or we can say that the opposite of the group. Okay. Suppose that if the benzene ring is given like this, and I have attached the group over here, not here, not here, not here, I'm attaching the group over here. So in this case also, we have to check the group whether it is placed at the bottom or the top, wherever. हम उस group के respect में position को decide करेंगे. So in this case, this position is ortho, this position is para, and this one will be meta. Is it clear? So that is important thing. But ortho, meta, para position जो होता है, that will be named in the common name. We never use this ortho, para, meta in the IUPAC में. ठीक है, IUPAC में हम number ही use करते हैं 1 2 3 4. So how it is? Let's do this one by one. So here the first compound is given, which I have taken over here, that is toluene. Okay, so when benzene ring is having one CH3 group at anywhere, all the 6 position are same. So कहीं भी अगर हम benzene group में अगर हम CH3 एक CH3 attach कर रहे हैं, then it will be considered as toluene, and that you have to learn. Okay, ये name याद रखना आपको. Clear? Now, if this CH3 is, if there will be 2 CH3, अगर 2 CH3 हो जाए एक ही benzene ring पे, then what will be the name? So for this you have to go in the next slide, and here it is. If there are the 2 groups, okay, 2 groups at 2 methyl group at the benzene ring, and they are just adjacent to each other, then it will be considered as, see, if benzene is having 2 CH3 group, it will be considered as 2 CH3 group. It will be called xylene. Okay, xylene. And if these 2 CH3 group are adjacent to each other, then it will be called ortho. Ortho position पे आ गए, either यहाँ या यहाँ CH3 जहाँ भी attach होता. If they are attached with the meta position, they will be metaxylene, and if they are front of each other, like just opposite to each other, then it will be paraxylene. Okay, so xylene, one word, उससे आपने 3 derivative समझ लिया, orthoxylene, metaxylene and paraxylene. When 2 CH3 group are there and they are at the ortho position, it will be ortho, meta, metaxylene and para पे. अगर 3 हो जाएंगे तो मेसेटिलीन हो जाता है, and that is not so important, अभी याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So I have given you 4 compounds, एक से 3 और याद हो गया. Now next important is here, that is phenol. If benzene ring is having OH group, then it will be called phenol. Benzene ring is having OH, यानी H of benzene is substituted by OH group, then it is called phenol. Okay, so this is another important which we have to learn, and इनके derivatives थोड़े से देख लेते हैं. So if phenol is having CH3 group, phenol is having, this is phenol, and phenol is having one CH3 group, then it will be named as cresol. Okay, cresol अगर एक दूसरे के adjacent position पे है तो orthocresol, meta position metacresol and paracresol, ये हो गए उनके derivatives phenol के. Clear? Any doubt in this? In the same way, if there will be 2 OH group, यहाँ पे क्या था, 2 CH3 group तो name ortho meta para था, but OH के लिए it is not so. If there will be 2 OH group and they are at the adjacent position, then it will be catechol. If they are at the meta position to each other, it will be known as resacinol. And if they are what we say, just opposite to each other, it will be known as hydroquinol. Okay, so these things were important. Phenol was most important. ये जो catechol, resacinol, hydroquinol है, that is not so important, not so important, but कभी कभी questions में like you can say that the conversion it can be asked. Okay, so these 3 I have explained. 1 for toluene, 3 उसके derivatives, 4, 1 is phenol and 3 इसके derivatives, that is cresol and metacresol. So total. Now next important in this slide is anisole. If benzene is having OCH3 group, its IUPAC name is methoxybenzene. Okay, this is called methoxybenzene, but it it is always in general named as anisole. Okay, so benzene is having OCS3 group. OCS3, it should be OCS3, not OC2H5 or not any other alkyl group. OCS3, then it is anisole, methoxybenzene. If this is the third one important, if benzene is having CHO group, you have to learn this is called benzaldehyde. Benzene is having CHO group, benzaldehyde. And benzaldehyde के साथ अगर आपकी OH group आ गया at the ortho position, then it is salicylaldehyde. This is important. Next is this, benzene is having COOH group, benzoic acid. This name you have to learn because that is the common, you can say the root word we will use in the nomenclature of aromatic compounds. Okay, so ये आपको याद रखना होगा. And next is here acetophenone. If benzene is having COCS3 group, acetophenone, and benzene is having NH2, it is called aniline. So in this slide, most of them were important. Toluene, phenol, benzaldehyde, anisole, salicylaldehyde, acetophenone, aniline, and benzoic acid. These are the important ones. In this slide, whatever I have explained, okay, and then nothing else is important. Now in this slide, it was like this is if CHO and OH group were there. If benzene was having CHO and OH group and that too at the adjacent position, it was named as salicylaldehyde, isn't it? Salicylaldehyde we have done in previous slide. Now instead of CHO, if it is COH, just difference is that only instead of CHO it is COH, it will be named as salicylic acid. Okay, so next important is this. And then another important is phthalic acid. If two COH group are there and that too on the ortho position, it will be named as phthalic acid, and if they are at the para position, it will be known as terephthalic acid. That is the important one. Rest not so important, we'll do afterwards. Now in this picric acid is important. Picric acid, if phenol, this is phenol, and at phenol 2, 4, 6 position पे अगर नाइट्रो ग्रुप लगा दिया जाए, then it will be called picric acid. ठीक है, so this is also naming we will do later on. So IUPAC naming, common name you just learn it. ठीक है, phenol has having 2 position, 4 position, 6 position, and 2, it will be called picric acid. Then next important is this is benzophenone. Like COCS3 अगर यहाँ पे था, it would be CS3, it was named as acetophenone. यहाँ पे PH आ जाएगा तो it will be named as benzophenone. Okay, अगर CH था तो it was like acetophenone, we have learned in the first slide. But if it is PH, it will be named as benzophenone. Next is important is naphthalene. If two benzene ring are attached to each other, just मतलब like there will be two common carbon. Okay, adjacent होंगे बिल्कुल उसमें, there will be no gap. Two carbons are common in that, then it is called naphthalene. And if 3 benzene ring all together, then it is anthracene. Okay, benzene के ऊपर अगर हम OH लगाते थे तो what would be the name? This was phenol, isn't it? So here if I am using naphthalene के ऊपर OH use करेंगे, it will be called naphthol. The only difference is that this is called bridge carbon. Yes, this one is called bridge carbon. So bridge carbon के just बाद वाले OH अगर position पे होगा, either this or this or this or this, all the 4 position, अगर यहाँ होगा तो it will be called alpha naphthol, and if it will be after 1 carbon, it will be called beta naphthol. Like this you can see bridge carbon and then 1 carbon छोड़ के यहाँ पे आ गया, तो this one, this one, this one and this one, जहाँ पे भी इन चारों में से किसी एक जगह पे it will be named beta naphthol. So these were the important compound which you have to learn as it is. Okay, now few examples for doing the nomenclature. So like I have given you this COH and NO2, so you just decide that COH and NO2 which one will be the more prior group, COH. So that means आपको benzene के साथ COH को consider करके you just think of it, what is the name for this. In the first slide I have given you, this is called benzoic acid, so just write benzoic acid, yes, as a root word. And then what about nitro? This is NO2 nitro, at which position it is? Yes, don't write para. Para, yes, of course it is on para, but para is what? It is common name. It will be considered as a common name. Numbering होती है, IUPAC में always use number. So this is at the 4th position, so we'll say that 4-nitrobenzoic acid. I hope it is clear. Now we'll do afterwards. पहले इसको करते हैं. So this compound is here again. This is named as phenol. So root word is phenol. Now what about next? Branching. At which position? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3,5-dimethyl, isn't it? 3,5-dimethyl phenol is the name for this compound. Is there an issue? Quite clear now? Yes. Chaliye. Now in this case, you see here it is. Just let me make it easy. Otherwise, it will be little difficult for you, but you can do it. Chalo, dekhte hain. Okay, in this compound, this is OCS3 and this is COCS3. So which will get priority? This or this? Obviously the molecular mass is there, so more, so that will get priority. So that means this is going to consider as a main chain with the benzene ring. So what is the name for this whole compound? It was acetophenone. We have done in the first slide. Yes. So root word, write down acetophenone. And what about this OCS3 group? Is this alkoxy group? Can you see? OCS3, alkoxy. So for alk, what we will use? One carbon. So that means it is methoxy. So methoxy acetophenone. And this methoxy is at which position? Fourth position. So just mark it like this. Is there any problem? Simple, no? Yes? Chaliye. Now in this compound, obviously this is going to be in the main chain. So for this, in the first slide only, we have done the main chain, the root word. If the NH3 group is attached with the benzene ring, it is named as aniline. Then this one is branch. So branching nomenclature. And you can see that it's not simple branch. It is branch under branch, isn't it? So you'll mark it as a 1 dash, 2 dash. So 1 dash for methyl. So you'll write as 1 dash methyl. And then for 2 carbon, it will be ethyl. And at which position on the benzene ring? ये पूरे aniline से कौन से position पे? This is 1 and this is 2. So you'll put it in the bracket and you'll write 2. Any doubt? Yes, clear? चलिए, now come to the point. यहाँ पे भी आप ऐसे कर सकते हो. This is as a whole is a called benzaldehyde. So write down benzaldehyde. What about this? This is branch under branch. So 1 dash, 2 dash. What you will write? 1 dash methyl ethyl, and this group is attached at which position? Fourth position. So we'll write 4 1 dash methyl ethyl benzaldehyde. Clear? Now in this compound, let's see. In this compound, this is benzene ring, but there is aliphatic chain, isn't it? You can see that that chain is there, and the chain is having CHO group, functional group. So obviously this will be considered as the root word. So for 2 carbon, the root word is ethane and CHO is there. So we'll say ethanol. Quite clear hai bachche? Any doubt in this? Yes. Now what will be the name for this? Will it be benzene? See, benzene formula is, if you'll check this benzene, this is the benzene. And if you write the molecular formula, it will be C6H6, isn't it? But right now, if you'll check here, in this compound, if you'll check that, the hydrogen is 1 over here, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. That means C6H5. Yes, carbon is 6, but hydrogen is now 5. 1 hydrogen is substituted. Yes. So in this case, if the formula remains like C6H5, it will be named as phenyl, not benzyl. Okay, beta? Benzyl nahi rakhenge, phenyl. Benzyl, when it will be, I will tell you, don't worry. This will be called phenyl. So what will say? Numbering though, 1, 2. So 2 position pe phenyl group. So you'll write 2 phenyl ethanol. Isn't it so easy? Yes. Are you finding it difficult? Please let me know. Okay, in this case, you can see that the benzene ring is having also a functional group NH2, and this is also having a functional group CHO. So which is going to be considered as a more prior group? Obviously CHO. So we will give this chain as a main chain. Isko priority di jayegi. So let's start with this 1, counting 2, and make the longest one. So 3, can I say? So this is going to be main chain. So iski numbering hum like naming kar lete hain. So this is, can you write that? I'm writing little tilted way so that it will be adjust over here. So 2 methyl and then propanol. That is the root word. Done. Yes. अब इसको लिखेंगे. So इस ग्रुप में क्या हो गया? C6 यानी कि C6H6 नहीं है, तो it is going to be phenyl. Yes. तो फिनाइल होगा. एंड इफ फिनाइल की पोजीशन पे भी आप ये देखो, ये जो है फिनाइल ग्रुप जो है वो 2 पोजीशन पे अटैच है, और इस पूरे फिनाइल के भी 4th पोजीशन पे NH2 ग्रुप है. सो व्हाट यू विल राइट? यू विल राइट दैट 4 amino phenyl and that complete 4 amino phenyl is at which position? Second position. So mark it like this. Got it? 2 and then 4 dash. It should be 4 dash. Okay, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash. So 4 dash amino phenyl 2-methyl propanol. I hope it is clear. Few more examples I will give you as a homework. So we'll do. Okay. So here are a few questions which you are supposed to do as a homework. Okay, so do it and then we'll discuss the answer in the next video. Now the next topic is isomerism, and that is going to be an very important topic for this chapter, and this will continue in class 12th as well. Few type of isomerism which already you have done in class 10th, so that will be again the recapitulation for you, and here I will give you a few tricks for all these things. Okay, so let's go move. And that is isomerism in organic compounds. If you see that the phenomenon of existing of 2 or more compounds possessing the same molecular formula. They must have the same molecular formula, but they have different arrangement, different special arrangement, or different existence, we can say that, and different chemical and physical properties also. Okay, so they are known as isomers, and this phenomenon is known as isomerism. Such compounds are individually referred to as isomers. So isomerism is of two types. One is called structural isomerism and another is stereo. Out of stereo, if we talk about, this is again in the divided in two parts, geometric and optical. This optical we will do in class 12th. Okay, this is in 12th we will do. Geometrical we will do in 11th, and this chain and positional already we have done in class 10th. Yes. This functional, metamerism, tautomerism and ring chain, that is going to be new for you people. So 4 here and 1 is 5 over here, so that we are going to understand in like detailed way in class 11th. So let's start with this structural isomers. That means there will be chain difference, any root word will be different, rest will be same. Positional, the position of the functional group or any group is there, so the position will be changed but the root word is not going to change. Functional isomerism, that means the same molecular formula but two different functional group will be there. Similarly, metamerism is new thing that I will tell you later on, and tautomerism and ring chain. Okay, so this is the type of isomerism in organic chemistry. I just got this sheet, so I have added over here. That is not so important to copy it down. Okay, just for reference I have given you. Okay, so chain, how to do that? The root word should be changed. Here it is butane, here is propane. Position, the position should be changed. It is but, that root word should not be changed, only the position will change. Here it is 2-butane, here it is 1-butane. Similarly, functional, if I am saying, here you can see that ene is there, but here there is no double bond, so that can be functional. I will tell you in detail about this. Geometric, cis and trans, E and Z, syn and anti, they are the three types of geometric isomerism which we will do. And this is optical. Here we will learn about the chirality and the non-superimposable image, that we will do in class 12th, just after 1 or 2 months. Okay. Now the priority order, if we talk about, the two compounds can exhibit more than one type of isomerism, for sure they can. So the priority order should be there to refer which compound exhibit what type of isomerism is given as follows. मतलब like 2 or more show कर सकते हैं, लेकिन how there will be priority order, that if they show these two isomerism, so which will be the prior one, which will get the priority. So for this there is a priority order. The ring chain will get to a priority over the tautomerism, over the functional group, over the metamerism, over the chain and position. As for example, if chain and position, a compound can show both the change and position, a formula, both the chain and position. So which will be the prior or priority isomers we will talk about? So chain will get more priority than the position. Similarly, if functional and chain are given, then obviously functional will get more priority. Functional we have to show. Chain agar bola jayega all possible type, then only we will do, otherwise we will make the functional. Similarly for this. Okay, so see, in this case what will happen, the same molecular formula but their properties will be different. So right now I am not bifurcated that all the 6 type of structural isomerism. It is simply a structural isomerism. So it can be chain, position, functional and all that. So one example I have given over here. That example, CH3CH2OH. Here it is CH3CH2OH and CH3OCH3. If you'll check that both are having same number of carbon, same number of hydrogen, same number of oxygen, but they are quite different with each other, with respect to each other, and their properties are also different. They have different linkage. In this case we can see that there is a CO linkage, okay, COH linkage, but in this case OCH3 linkage will be there. So that is difference. So we'll do in details. Structural isomers differ both in physical as well as chemical properties because of same linkage, number of carbon and other things. So the first one is chain isomers. So in this chain isomers, what you have to keep in your mind that the root word should change for sure. Root word change hona chahiye, should change. Okay. And other thing, if position and all that are given, if the functional group is given, or any functional group is given, any position is given, so that is not going to change. वो change नहीं होना चाहिए chain isomers में. So in this type of isomerism, the compound possessing same molecular formula differ in their properties due to difference in arrangement of carbon chain. Okay, carbon chain के arrangement की वजह से वो different हो जाते हैं. In one of them, the chain may be straight, while in other case, it may be branch, and due to that, the number of carbon will be different in the root word. Let's see how. Like butane C4H10 has two isomers. One is this, we can draw like this, CH3CH3. Now I have removed one carbon from the main chain and attached as a branch. So like this, we can say, so this is, you just check if you write the name, it is butane, and this is what? 2-methyl butane. Can you write 2-methyl propane? Sorry. So you can check this, the root word is completely changed. It is propane and here it is butane. So these are the what? Chain isomers. What is this normal butane, iso and all that, neo, pentane and neo and all this I have explained in the previous video. So I hope this part is clear, that why it is named as N-butane and why it is named as isobutane. Similarly, pentane has 3 chain isomers. So how it will be like, one, it is straight. Now I have removed one and you just write it over here. So it is pentane, and this is, if you'll write the IUPAC name, you just check this 2-methyl butane. So earlier the root word was pentane and now the root word is butane. So root word change, yani ki chain isomers. In this case, you can see that this is 2,2-dimethyl propane, isn't it? So the root word is again changed. So you can say that yes, these are the chain isomers of each other. Now you must be wondering that how we will identify, how we will know that how many isomers will be possible for these particular compound. So there is a trick for that. I will tell you in the next slide. So did you get that? This root word must be changed. And this normal pentane, isopentane and neopentane, I think you will not be worried about it because you have watched the video properly and you know how and when it is applied. So like you can see that butyl alcohol, butanol has a chain isomers. So in this case, butanol I have said, that means the OH should be at the first position. Yes, since position is not mentioned for butanol, so that means OH is at the first position. So how you can write? In this case, you can write first position pe maintain karte, you can say it is a butanol. Yes, and in this case, just one carbon ko remove karo and make it as a branch, and here if you'll count it, you'll name it, you will get that 2-methyl propane 2 or propane 1-ol, isn't it? So the root word is changed. Now it is prop. Here it was but. So root word is changed. That means they are chain isomers of each other. Like 1-butene. 1-butene, here it is but, 1-ene, double bond. Now just remove one carbon and put it as a branch, and it is going to be like 1, 2, 3. So you can say that 2-methyl propene. So again the root word is changed, so you can say that they are the chain isomers. Yes. Aromatic compound may also have chain isomers. They can also have chain isomers. Kaise? Let's see. This is like N-propyl benzene. You can easily name it. This one is the, we have done all this nomenclature. So I hope you are clear with all this. So this is the branch and it is propyl and this is benzene. So propyl benzene. And since it is straight chain, so we can say N-propyl benzene. In this case, if you'll count it, this will be, what is the name? This is benzene. And here you can say that 1 dash, let me mark is the IUPAC system, 1 dash, 2 dash. So you can write that 1 dash methyl ethyl benzene, isn't it? So this is also the root word change. Here it is propane, it was propyl, and here it is ethyl. The root word is changed, so that means they can also be considered as chain isomers. Clear बच्चे? Any doubt in this? Chale, now the next thing is positional isomers, that also we have done in class 10th. In this case, you have to keep in your mind that position will only change, not the root word. Position will only change, not the root word. Okay, root word change nahi hona chahiye. In this type of isomerism, the compounds possessing same molecular formula differ in their properties due to difference in the position of the either the functional group or the multiple bond or the branch or anything. Okay, so position only will be changed. We can say that position of either the functional group or the multiple bond or the branch chain attached to the main chain will be changed. Yes. Example: pentane 2-ol and pentane 3-ol. Earlier, this OH group is attached at the second position. Yes. Now here it is attached at the third position. The root word is same, pentane, pentane. Yes. You can make it like this also, pentane 1-ol. Are you getting it? Yes. So position 1, 2, 3, but the root word is not changed. Clear? So we have to keep in our mind that position will change of any group which is attached to that. It may be functional group, it may be prefix, it may be double bond, triple bond, kuch bhi ho sakta hai, but the root word should not be changed. I am again and again emphasizing on this word, so please be very sincere about these things. Now, like butane has also position isomers. 1-butene, you can see that 1-butene, and here it is a 2-butene. The root word is still same, isn't it? So these are only position isomers. So in the next example is methyl pentane. Sorry, it is not methyl pentane. Position should be marked. If it is not marked, so we have to understand this is at the first position. So if I will write methyl pentane, see what will be the structure. This is 5 group, and then first position pe methyl group. So can't I say this as a hexane? And instead of this methyl pentane, I will say hexane, isn't it? So that's why it is not a correct naming. So let me change the position, let me mark the position, and it will be 2-methyl pentane. Clear? So 2-methyl also have positional isomers. This is the 2-methyl pentane already made, 2-methyl pentane, isn't it? Now what I have to do? Methyl should be same, pentane should be same, only this number should change. So 2 ki jagah pe we can keep it 3. What will happen if here it was at the second position? This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I have changed the position. CH3 now came on this third position. What will happen if I will do change here its position on fourth? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fourth pe. So can it be 4-methyl pentane? No. Why? Because now the counting will start from here, and it is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 2 position per methyl, which is same, isn't it? So this one is only having 2 position isomers. Clear? Note, positional isomers have same parent, main chain. As I told you, the root word should not change. Okay, main chain change nahi hona chahiye. Now, in aromatic compounds, for example, in benzene ring, 3 different positions are possible. I have explained: ortho, meta and para, or we can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for a distributed product, they are 1, 2, which is called ortho. 1, 3, they are called meta. That means what it is, this is, suppose that this is the benzene ring and the group is this. So this is the position 1, and other group is present at the second position. It will be called ortho. Other group is present at the third position. It will be called meta. And other group is attached at the fourth position. It will be called para. So this disubstituted benzene has 3 positional isomers. One can be called ortho, meta and para. For example, cresol. Cresol we have done in aromatic nomenclature. Cresol, when it is, tell me. Yes, when it is having OH and CH3. So then it is called cresol. Benzene ring phenol is having CH3. It is called cresol, isn't it? It must be there. So what I can do? I can change the position of CH3 from here to here to here, isn't it? So let's see. This is, if it is there, it is called orthocresol. I have changed the position from here to here. So this come on meta, so the metacresol, and now changed on this position, so it is called paracresol. Any doubt? Yes. So here some trick, as I have told you that you might be wondering about that, how you will identify the total number of isomers kitne banenge iske. So total trick to count total number of structural isomers for alkane, it is 1, 2, 3. अगर 3 कार्बन है तब तक कोई structural isomers इसके नहीं होंगे. If it is 4 carbon, there will be 2 structural isomers. Structural isomers में it can be considered as chain position. Okay, I'm talking about the chain position. Functional की हम बाद में बात करेंगे. Here if it is 5, it can be 3. These two examples you have done already, so you can check it. Now if it is 6, you can make 5. If it is 7, it will be 9 isomers, 8, 18 and 9, 35, 10, 75. These three are generally not asked. ये तीन आपसे नहीं पूछे जाएंगे. ये just objective में questions हो सकते हैं इसके कि how many structural isomers are possible for C8 something like that, C8H 18. So in that case, if you'll try to draw all the isomers, it will take long time, and then also it is not clear, not sure that whether you have done all the isomers or not, or might be wrong over there. So in that case, it is better to learn the number of isomers. Okay. So just put the simply, if you see that C8H16, you just put that 18. If it is C9 alkene, then 35. If it is C10 alkene, then it is 75, isn't it? These three are generally asked. ये 4, 5, 6 के generally asked होते हैं. 7 भी rarely asked. So do one thing, 7 की you practice it and tell me, draw all the isomers for C7H16. All the structural isomers you have to draw and just get that how with the nomenclature, with the name you will write, then only you will identify that these are not same. Otherwise क्या होगा, same structure draw करोगे and it will be repeated. So draw the structure, all the 9 isomers, write the name, and just we'll discuss in the next class. Okay. So here the question for practice, you have to draw all the possible chain isomers. In this case, that means here only chain isomers आपको draw करना है. No position, no other isomers, only chain. In this case, you have to draw only position isomers, no chain. Here it is said that all possible structural isomers, that means you have to draw all the chain and positional isomers for this. So this is homework, and I hope very easily you will do it, isn't it? Yes. So that's it for today class. I hope you got all the things whatever I have explained, and next up is functional group isomerism and many more things are there. So stay connected with this and get the knowledge. So we'll meet in next video. Till then, thank you class.